and good morning. Welcome to Rolling Out Music, man. It's an early morning and we got a big guest with us. One St. Louis Fonz in the building, man. Please, y'all, give it up for Lil Shxwn.
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
Man, appreciate you taking the time to sit with us today, this morning, man. How you feeling? How's Atlanta been treating you?
Atlanta treating me good, man. The weather feel great. That's what matters the most.
It's cold in St. Louis right now?
No, it ain't cold in St. Louis, but I just left from New York and I was freezing. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Let's dive right into it. Let's get into your song, Leave, man. Yungeen Ace.
Yeah.
How did that link up happen?
Oh, man, listen, I just reached out through Instagram. Literally, I went through the Instagram DM, talked to his manager. His manager said he down with it, and we did it after I went through a bunch of other artists, but we ain't gonna even get into that. But yeah, it was real simple, real business like.
Yungeen Ace, man, he is one of them hottest youngins right now making music. What made you want to reach out to him? Do you listen to his music? Or?
Yeah, I like Ace. I definitely me and my girl used to bump Ace in the car all the time. Ace got the kind of music that he's very popular for, but then he got some tunes, man. I mess with Ace. So after we went through a bunch of artists, like who would really match the look? Who would match the look? And I was like, my manager was like, yo, I think Yungeen Ace would do it. I was like, I bet. So we reached out to him.
He snapped on that song, digital thing on there too, man. And now, the song's even getting a radio play in markets.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy for it. It's overdoing what we thought. It's overachieving. You feel me? And that's great. I feel like I worked hard. My team worked hard, and I feel like we deserve it. So, and we ain't stopping. We going harder. We trying to get number one.
How does it feel like when you go to a new city and hear you on the radio?
I clip it every time. I do a video. I stay doing videos. Like, oh, we on the radio. One time I was in Boston, right? I was listening to the radio station. They played my song. And then he was like, Lil Shxwn on the way up to the radio station. I was like, oh, man, we going to the station. I was like, yo, shout out DJ Puff Dog. Yeah.
I guess, how would you say growing up in St. Louis shaped your sound?
Just being influenced, of course, by St. Louis artists and artists outside of St. Louis. But with being in the Lou, it's like, you get everything. You get everything. So, because, I listen to West Coast music, East Coast music, and then I got the middle. I don't think Cali people really listen to St. Louis people, but, St. Louis can listen to Cali. That's just what we do. So, it really influenced me.
How would you describe your style, your music style?
Energetic, bright, fun, and substance. I like to have a lot of substance in my songs. No matter what kind of song it is, I would want to tell a story. It just got to make sense. I want to stay on topic. That's how my music is.
How did you start making music?
Well, my cousin, baby daddy, put me in a group called the Young West Siders. I was 11. And we started a group. He wrote the songs and everything. So, you want to rap?
You was rapping back then?
I was rapping back then at 11. Hey, listen, I did a show and everything at 11. Crazy. Yeah, so I fell in love with it.
Man, you got a pretty big family member, you know what I mean? Another St. Louis legend. Now he's an uncle of yours, man.
Yeah.
What is the biggest piece of advice your uncle's ever given you about the music game?
Oh, I didn't say it a few times. Well, I don't know if it's really advice. He was just like, I said it so many times already, but he was like, when your career going good, your personal life could not be so good. And when your personal life is good, your career might be a little shaky. And I took that meaning, you got to learn how to balance both. So yeah, it could be advice.
Your uncle featured you on Nellyville too back in the day. I can never.
Who back in the day? Oh man, you made that sound like that was 20 years ago. You made that sound like that was 20 years ago. Yeah, no, yeah.
Classic album though. Everybody know. You know what I mean? Classic tape, classic.
No, it was TV. We was on a TV show.
Really?
We was on a TV show. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, I guess what was the reaction like that when people found you on, like, heard you on your uncle's album? How did they start treating you?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the album.
Gotcha.
We gonna make sure that's. I wasn't on Nellyville. That was like 04. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, we was on the reality show Nellyville. It was called Nellyville. Gotcha. Yeah, and you know, it was an unscripted show, and people fell in love with us as a family. You know, I guess because of how authentic we was, and you know how natural everything went. And I did drop a song called "I Could Never" that went crazy. I wish everything would have went right, but it didn't. It did. But it's cool though. Timing is everything. You know, we here where we at right now with Leave.
Why you? I guess what went wrong, if you could speak on it.
I was supposed to end with a record deal. I don't know. It didn't make sense. I don't know what happened. We talked to him like, yo, I'm supposed to have it. I mean, yeah, you know, a bunch of BS. And then I dropped the song, and the song doing numbers, and I'm literally going around. I came to Atlanta. I did a show in Atlanta, and the crowd was singing the song. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Wow. I'm like, man, why am I dropping a song on y'all's show with it was shot by E1? Why am I dropping the song on y'all's show without signing the deal? Like, well, come on, we go capitalize? But no, it's cool though. I'm glad I didn't do it.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Bow Wow, Wayne, of course Wayne. Yeah, like Bow Wow was a heavy influence.
What about Bow Wow really influenced you?
Because he was a kid doing it. Yeah, he was a young kid doing it, and he was flashy. He for real, he was selling out shows. I remember traveling from St. Louis to Chicago in a car to see Bow Wow, and for the first time, my mama called me. You know, it's when everybody went house phones, and she run the house phone. I was like, "Yo, hello." She's like, "You want to go see Bow Wow?" Like, hell yeah! Like, yeah, let's go see Bow. I'm like, let's go see Bow. So you know, and then it was the Scream tour. It was the first Scream tour, and I think he bust out the screen of it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's over. I want to do that. Yeah. I want to do that." Yeah, all the stage presences there. Yeah.
Give me your top 3 favorite Bow Wow songs.
My top 3?
Yeah.
Woo, man. Dang, that's tough. That's tough. So
you know you gotta have
I love. You say what? Go.
I say Shorty Like Mine. I don't know.
Shorty Like Mine. That's a good one. But I like Take You Home. That's a good one. I like Take You Home. I like the video go crazy. The video go crazy with that. See, Bow had hits, man. So I like the single Bounce With Me, the first one, off the simple fact that it was the intro song to him. He represented his city hard, and he was rapping. Like, if you listen to Bow, he was spitting like, yo, JD was doing his thing, and it don't matter that JD was writing it, Bow Wow delivered it. I don't even think JD could deliver it that good. You feel me? Like, especially that second verse. It's the beat to the O-dub. When you out, even your girl fall in love with a type of little guy you ain't seen in a while, you know. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was going crazy. That, and I like, I like, it's the song is on his first album, Beware the Dog. It's called The Dog in Me. It's just the dog in me, and that's just the way I am. Yeah, that's my song. I mess with that.
Classic. Lil Wayne, man.
Yeah.
Did you have an issue with him not performing at the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't, man, because I feel like Kendrick was the number one pick. And I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but I love Turn His TV Off. I ain't gonna lie. I love that song. But yeah, I think it was just a business move. Like, a lot of people watched it. It could have been for negative reasons, or you know, just because they love Kendrick. But we watched it. I wanted to see, was he gonna do the song, and he did the song. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, my favorite artist, but I didn't. As from a fan, I didn't take it personally that Wayne didn't perform at the Super Bowl. No.
So what is your recording process like? Are you a freestyler like your boy Wayne? Do you write down everything? Or do you let the beats kind of vibe come to you? Or you just hop in the studio, drop whatever, let me start dropping bars? What's your style?
Well, my style, of course, I listen to either a nice amount of beats, or it could be two, and whichever one catch me first, they give me a melody, I would do it, And technically, I don't use a pen and paper and write, but I'm not gonna say I freestyle, because no, I don't go in there and just off the top of my head spit 16 bars. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I go 2 bars, 3 bars, sit back, think, and then keep going. And as it come to me, I said, but I definitely don't want to take Jay. I ain't Hov. I ain't Hov, y'all. I make good music, but I ain't Hov, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But that's my process through it. I literally let the beat tell me what to say. Yeah. Unless I have an idea, then I call a producer like, I need a beat made around this melody, these words, this style, and I done done that before.
If you could have a dream feature, male and female, who would they be and why?
I be shooting for the stars, y'all. I say this all the time. Of course, Michael Jackson is the king of pop. Who don't want a song with Mike? If you don't want a song with Mike, you don't want a song with nobody. And then the female feature would be Taylor Swift. That would be my.
Yeah. Say Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What about Taylor Swift do you want on a track with her? Why?
For one, I love her album Red. I listened to it.
One in a minute.
Yes, I listened to it a whole summer. I had a Mustang. I was riding down the highway. I swear to God, I would just bump Taylor Swift. I made my homie start listening to it. You feel me? But her, she's like edgy. She's a country artist, but she still got a little edge to it. And she know how to write a song. I love her breakup music. And I feel like she could come to the hip hop world and still make a nice record. Let's put Taylor Swift on some nice drums, some 808s, and make her do what she do. I think she'll go crazy.
So, what can fans expect from Lil Shxwn in 2025? Are we getting more singles? Are we getting a project? Maybe a tour, music videos?
A bunch of content. That's why I'm going around right now. I'm on a promo tour. I'm doing a bunch of content. I want to drop one more single, and then I do want to drop my EP towards the end of the year, and do shows. I want to hit the stage. So if you out there booking, we booking. We want to hit the stage, but I just want to work, man. I want to work. I want to talk to everybody I could talk to face to face. I literally want to go to the DJs, the radio stations. I literally want to touch the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to shake your hand. So holla at me. I'm pulling up.
So I want to know, because you've been talking about, you're making sure you get content and all these stops you're going to. Mm-hmm. Is content, at least for rappers, is content almost as big as the music nowadays?
Yes, it could be bigger, because the content is your brand and it's you. Once your song is gone and people forget about your song, because that's how it is. TikTok, I almost called it TikTok. Oh, I'm sleepy. TikTok got us with a short attention span. So, a song could be here for a couple months, and then gone. But if your face and your brand and people enjoy what you do in your everyday life, it's gonna still stick around, because that's what we want to see. Throw out a video, where you going shopping at? What you doing? Go live, talk to us, and that could keep you afloat, and then you'll get another song. That's just how it works. So content matters.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate you, Lil Shxwn, taking the time to be on Rolling Out Music. Mm-hmm. Please tell everybody where we can follow you and stream your music at, man.
Y'all can follow me everywhere I'm talking about Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram at Lil Shxwn, LILSHXWN. Lil Shxwn with an X. I'm talking about Apple Music, Spotify, everything. It don't matter. You go the same way. LILSHXWN.
And make sure y'all get that lead, man, featuring Yungeen Ace, man. Yeah. Stream that, run it up.
Yeah.
We rolling out. Hello.